Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today's build is using the new Cottage Living expansion pack. So as you can see, my origin ID is kind of bouncing around the screen here. That's because I did build this during my early access capture time, but it's just taken me like 70 million years to edit this video down and post it. But don't be fooled, the pack is public. You guys can get your hands on the pack, and yeah, if you want to start playing with Cottage Living, the pack has been out for a while now. So today I am doing a build using only base game and the new pack because during early access, that's all we had installed. So it's good for those of you who don't have a lot of packs, or if you only have the base game and you're thinking about getting Cottage Living, then you will be able to use this build because, like I said, there are no other packs involved here. So I always try my best to do limited pack builds, but sometimes I just I get a little too into it and I start using way too many packs. But I think that these kind of early access videos are good because it gives us a chance to just look at base game and the new items and really narrow down what the pack has to offer, you know, in itself and not, you know, in combination with other items. So yeah, first and foremost, I want to know if you guys have gotten your hands on the Cottage Living pack already. Did you download it right away? Or are you still kind of feeling things out and watching people's videos, speed builds, gameplay videos to see if you are going to get it? I'd like to know your thoughts and your thought process, because for me, I think that, and I've talked about this before, I was not super interested in the pack the second that the trailer dropped, but then as I started to play with it and like look at the items and stuff, then I started to really fall in love with it. But at first glance, this was not the type of pack that I like really wanted. So I am personally very surprised at myself that I love the pack as much as I do, just because I'm a city girl. I'm not really into farming or anything like that, but yeah, I'm really surprised at how fun the gameplay is with this pack, and yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts. Are you still thinking about it, or did you get it right away? Or are you waiting for a sale? Because if it were me, I would 100% be waiting for a sale. I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm the type of person that if I know things go on sale really frequently, I will never buy something full price just because I'm like, I can practice patience and wait for a sale and save some money in the long run. But yeah, let me know down below. But as you can see here, we have pretty much got the shell kind of down. The house is a little bit bigger than some of the other houses that I've built with this pack. Obviously, I wanted to make it one story, so you'll see that there are multiple stories. Like, it looks like there's a second floor, but I don't actually use the second floor at all. It's just like for show, because I prefer, as you guys know, to play in single story homes just because I think it's easier. So here I have kind of like a main component in the center and then two kind of diagonal pieces jutting out, and I really like that style and that feel. It feels very homey, it feels very welcoming, and it just looks nice and big and grand. So even though the floor plan, when you see on the inside, the floor plan of this home isn't actually that big, it's actually a little bit small. Like, I probably could have made it a little bit bigger, but just the shape of the home, how it kind of curves like a U towards you, it makes it feel a lot more grand. So I was thinking that this home would be great maybe for like a vacation home. You'll see at the back I actually put like a pool, which is very luxurious. So I don't know, I thought this would be nice for like a family that lives in the city, or maybe lives somewhere in, I don't know, Windenburg or something, and they want to have a countryside vacation home for their family or something, so they would live here. Or you can obviously play this like the normal way and like actually live here. And I even put like some crops and some chicken coops out back, so if you do want to like live off of your property and like harvest the eggs and stuff, you totally can. But I was definitely getting like some vacation vibes when I was making this, but you know, you can use it for whatever you want. But here on the back, I end up making this kind of like trellis thing, which I think is always very cool. I love when I go to the back of homes. Sometimes I don't want to make it so repetitive and put too many roof pieces, and I want it to feel a little bit more like a, you know, more private in your backyard. You want to have like some outdoor space, some entertainment space. So I always like to do these like trellis things at the back. It just provides a little bit more interest to the back of the home and makes it, just a little bit more special and a little bit more interesting. So one other thing that is kind of cool is I ended up raising this entire lot up on not a platform, on like a hill. I used the terrain tool to raise the entire property, and then I ended up putting a fence on the ground level. And I think that this fencing kind of technique works really well if you want to have like a formal staircase going up to your home. Sometimes it can look kind of silly to have like a staircase like in the grass almost. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like it makes it look like the house is a little bit more elevated and like the entire property is more elevated, and it just looks a little bit more luxurious to have it above the ground a little bit instead of just making the house on like a tall foundation, like make the whole property a little bit more raised. I don't know. I just really like the look of it, and I think that it looks quite grand. Also, I must say I did put, I think 2 or 4 chicken coops out back. I think it might have been 2, it might be 4, and I put a couple of like dirt patches, like I said, to grow crops. Now I did some actual gameplay on my Twitch channel in like a Let's Play series where my sim is married and I have 2 twin toddler girls and 2 pets, and I had 2 chicken coops, 2 cow sheds, and a bunch of crops. And let me tell you, it is very difficult, okay? I was extremely overwhelmed. I thought that my children were going to get taken away. Some of my chickens threatened to run away from home. I got struck by lightning when I was tending to the animals outside, so I basically couldn't go back outside or else my sim would like get electrocuted to death or something. And my cat was extremely unhappy with me because the cat was not fed. So I'm just gonna say, when you do play with this pack, if you haven't already, definitely start out small and don't give yourself too many animals to take care of if you already have pets and children. So I think it's a really great thing that on my Twitch channel I'm starting to do actual Let's Plays and actual gameplay, because obviously I've played the game before, you know, as a child and in my spare time, but really my bread and butter and the majority of my efforts go towards building. But I think sometimes there can be a real disconnect between the houses that I think I want to build in terms of like what looks nice and what's actually going to be functional. And I'm recognizing that that might be maybe a little bit of an issue in the like Sims building community, is a lot of people who strictly build and they do not play the game at all. That's not everyone. I'm not speaking on everybody at all. I'm just speaking like semi-generally, just because I know a lot of my great friends in the Sims community are builders, and I feel like we always talk about the fact that we do not play the game at all. And I feel like I have played in one of my own homes for this Let's Play on Twitch, and I gave myself way too many like animal sheds and stuff, and when I actually tried to play it, I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to lose the game. Like, I'm going to get a game over on this game. I'm going to lose in The Sims because it was so difficult. So I'm really enjoying how on Twitch I'm able to do some gameplay so I can actually get, as a builder, a sense of what is practical, what's good, what's not good. Obviously, I've always had like some idea of what I think is practical or not, such as the fact that I really like single-story homes. I talk about that all the time because if you have toddlers, you do not want to have to take them up and down stairs. So I think I'm really excited for this new era of Dr. Ashley builds where I actually play the game too, and I play in my own houses so that I know what is practical and what is playable, because oftentimes I just build for aesthetic, and I always try and and include as many functional items. I never make anything like completely not functional. Like I'll always make sure that all the appliances in the fridge and the stove and everything is functional. I don't like block things off purposely for aesthetic, and I try to include as many like gameplay objects as possible. But sometimes, like in some of my farm builds that I've done with this pack, I have just gone overboard with the amount of chicken coops, and I'm like, you know what? A single sim cannot take care of this many chicken coops and cows and pets and babies. So yeah. Sorry, that was kind of like a little bit of a random little spiel, but yeah, I just want you guys to know that me as a builder, I am actively working towards developing my gameplay skills so that I can give you guys homes that will be functional for you from a gameplay perspective as well, because yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to improve my skills, you guys, and I'm trying to broaden my horizons and become the best simmer that I can be. Just kidding. It's not a competition. There's no such thing as the best simmer. Or is there? But here, okay, so here you can see I did put 4 chicken coops. You might want to reduce that to like 2, maybe. I don't know. Chickens maybe are a little bit easier to take care of, especially when they're like fenced off like that. But yeah, do play at your own risk. Take on as much as you can. Some of them might run away, but it's fine. You can get them back. But here you can see I'm doing this cool thing with the back porch. So I put the stilt foundation onto the porch, and then I lowered the terrain significantly back to like the ground level. And the reason I did that was to create the illusion that the porch was like an add-on. So maybe there was no porch before, or it was like an older porch or something like that, and they wanted to do like an add-on. So then you have like the cool like wood like porch stilts underneath, kind of like they just like added it on, and the terrain is uneven, because in real life the terrain on your lot isn't always going to be perfectly flat, you know? They'll have like hills and different elevation. So I wanted to make that visible at the porch and kind of have it a little bit higher and a little bit more raised. And I think it gives it a nice kind of realistic look. But here you can see at the back is where I ended up putting the pool. So that is why I kind of got vacation vibes from this place, just because there's a pool, and when I think of a pool, I think of a vacation. I don't know if it's just because I live in a city where nobody has a pool and you have to get on a plane and go on vacation in order to go enjoy a pool. But yeah, whenever I see a pool, I think of vacation. But I feel like a lot of you guys out there have like pools in your backyards, or like it's normal to have a pool. Not me. Not here in Canada. No sir, no ma'am. Yeah. No, it's snowing. There's no one would have a pool. We don't even have air conditioning. Oh my gosh. I feel like we haven't spoken since the recent like heat wave. I don't know if the heat wave was like across the world or just in Canada, but we had a heat wave, and I thought I was going to melt away. I must have lost like 20 pounds in water weight because it was so hot. That's also why I haven't been posting videos for a while. I've taken like a unofficial 15-day, half a month, 3/4 of a month break by accident, just because I've been so hot. It's just been so uncomfortable. And in Canada, or at least my part of Canada, we don't have air conditioning because usually it's cold, not hot. And the houses here are built to keep the heat in, not out. So yeah, I'm almost melted away. But it's been so hot this summer, and honestly it's nice because we love a hot summer, but at the same time I have been melting and I haven't been able to post videos. So sorry for the little break, but hopefully you guys have been doing well. Hopefully everything is going well for you guys and you've had a great summer, and hopefully now that the world is opening up just a little bit more in some places, hopefully you guys have been able to reconnect with your friends and family. For me, just a little update on my life. I am still working from home, so my office has not called us to go back in yet, but we are supposed to go back in this September. Only once a week though, so we're like very slowly easing easing back into it. And just for context, I live in Canada and the majority of people are single or double vaccinated already. But yeah, are you guys going back into work? Are you guys like going back into the office, or are you like working from home permanently? I'd like to know where you guys stand on that. It's going to be weird to go back, honestly, after like almost 2 years to go back to the office. I think I never like cleaned up any of my stuff. So I think all of my like mess is going to be on my desk exactly how I left it. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to go back, and I'm excited to like leave the house every day. I'm tired of some days like never leaving the house, you know? I just want to leave the house sometimes. I just want an excuse to leave the house. But yeah, it's exciting times, but also kind of nerve-wracking times. But I hope you guys are doing well otherwise. But here you can see we are inside now, and we are doing the kitchen. So I am personally, at this point, the pack has been out for what, over a month now. I am personally on the fence with the kitchen stuff. I think that I really, really love the kitchen stuff in this pack overall. Like from an overall standpoint, thumbs up. But I think what kind of bothers me is how the counters have that built-in curtain. Like, see how these white counters have that blue curtain? Why? Like, I wanted a plain white swatch, and that's so beautiful that they gave us a plain white swatch, but why did they give us blue curtains on it? It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I understand it's cottage core, you know, it's colorful, it's pastel, it's nice, but I wish that it wasn't blue. I don't know. I think I am just extremely, extremely picky when it comes to color. And I completely understand that that is like a personal thing for me. But yeah, I just kind of wish that we wouldn't get these like colors on some of the cabinets and stuff. I just wish it was a little bit more plain. Like we could make the color palette ourselves versus forcing us into doing like a white and blue palette, if you know what I mean. So, and that doesn't just apply to the white cabinets or the white countertops. It applies to like all of the colors. Like all of them come with like a accent color on the curtain that's kind of like far-fetched in my opinion. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys feel the same way about the kitchen counters. I know that in the country kitchen kit, they also did a similar thing where they gave us these like curtains, like the plain black swatch has like purple accent colors on it. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody who like doesn't mind color is super happy about it, but for me, who is very strict on colors and when to use them, it does make some of the items a little bit less usable for me, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, well, Ashley, other people like color. It's just you. And I recognize that. I totally agree that it's a me problem, the fact that I don't like color, but I can't help it. I can't help it, and I'm not gonna change. But yeah, anyways, I did like this cute kind of white and blue kitchen here, I guess, which I think is cute. I think with cottages, you want a little bit more color anyway, so I'm not mad at it. It just makes the items a little less versatile for me. But here you can see we are doing the living room. Now, I really like these living room items. I think that they are beautiful and just cozy and modern and cottagey, and yeah, I really like the color swatches that come with these. I think that they did a really great job with it, and I'm really happy that they gave us 2 fireplaces and like an armchair and a full-size couch. I think that's really generous of them and definitely feels like the standard for an expansion pack. I feel like with expansion packs, we should expect to get like the full meal deal. Like we want the kitchen stuff, we want the fireplaces, we want the tables, the chairs, the couches, the armchairs, the coffee tables, the rugs, you know, and we want multiples. I feel like that should be the standard when it comes to expansion packs, and when it comes to that $40, $50 price tag, you do want to have it all and really get a little bit of everything. And I think when we're looking at these expansion packs, you got to look at it from the perspective of somebody who only has base game. Like if someone only has base game and they buy this top tier, top price level expansion pack, are they gonna get like a lot of items that are new? Like, you can't just justify it with gameplay. Like, it has to be like new stuff for them. So I think that this pack definitely provides that, and I'm quite happy with that. And then, yeah, I mean, you're just looking for value, you know? And I think that this year, with this year's releases, like the kits and the stuff packs, the game packs like Dream Home Decorator, even the paranormal stuff pack, and all the kits that we've gotten, and then this expansion pack, they really have set the standard a little bit higher, I think, than previous years, which I think is a good thing. I don't know if other people agree or not. I know that there's still a lot of things that people want fixed, but I do personally think that they've upped the bar a little bit in terms of what they offer in packs. So I'm personally pretty pleased with 2021 in The Sims so far. So yes, indeed I am. I also really like that little console table by the door. I really love the swatches. I love that plain white swatch. It just looks beautiful, chic, perfect, and I will be using it in a lot of other builds. But here you can see I'm doing the bathroom. I think there are 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom in this home, so it is a little bit on the, you know, I wish I could have fit 2 bathrooms, honestly, but you guys can see the floor plan. It's not like the largest floor plan, but I guess you can share it. It's fine. It's fine. And then I ended up doing the kids' bedroom. It fits 2 beds, so you can have like 2 siblings in that bedroom, and then there's 1 primary bedroom with like a queen size bed. So you can fit 4 Sims here total, which I think is a good size. And yeah, like I said, it'd be nice to come here on like a family vacation or something, but I ended up putting the main area kind of on a platform. Just because the room was so open concept, I wanted to add a little bit of division. And yeah, I think platforms, you know, I've said this a million times, but I think platforms are a great way to add division into an open concept room and add dimension as well. But overall, I really love the flow of this home, and the open concept floor plan is quite nice. It's my favorite type of floor plan, honestly. I think it just makes a place feel super large and big and modern and spacious. So the other thing I want to say super quickly is thank you guys so much for 80,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I can't believe that our community is so large now. I never would have dreamed that number would be happening like this year. Obviously, I always think like, what if I get to, you know, a number like 80K, but it seems so like surreal that it's actually happening this quickly, like during lockdown and stuff. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your support. If you've ever watched a video, commented, left a like, shared anything, I appreciate that so much. Any little interaction or view helps the channel out, and I am so grateful for your guys' support. I am working really long hours at work lately because there's a lot of people on my team and at my company who are quitting now that the world is kind of opening up again, and it's, you know, safe to like move jobs and do career changes and stuff. So I've been working so much overtime at work, and there's nothing that makes me more happy than like coming back and recording voiceovers for you guys and talking to you guys, and even on Twitch streaming with you guys and building these houses to share with you guys. So I appreciate your support so much, and I hope that you guys are also out there finding something that you love to do and working on a creative passion project, or working on whatever it is you want to be working on and thriving at it, because you deserve to thrive. And thank you so much for supporting my passion. So sorry, I'm just really happy and really grateful, and I can't thank you guys enough. So get used to it, because I'm not gonna stop thanking you guys anytime soon. Never forget how much your support means to me. But here we are working on the kids' bedroom. So like I said, this is gonna fit 2 Sims. I mean, it's furnished for children, but you can probably like change it for adults if you want like teens or young adults to be in this room instead. But yeah, I thought it would be nice if a family had like 2 little kids or something, and I fit 2 beds in here, and then I put one of them on a platform just to provide some room separation. Now I realize I said that platforms are good for room separation, but I've also gotten comments that are saying that platforms would be controversial because the kids would fight over who gets the taller platform. Like the tall platform is like the superior bed or something like that because it's like cooler to be up on a platform. So I don't know, what do you guys think of that? Like that never crossed my mind to like fight over which bed to get, but I guess if you're looking at it, the bed on the platform is like cooler. I don't know, what do you guys think? If you had a brother or sister and you guys had to share this room, would you guys fight over who gets the bed on the platform, yes or no? Because I feel like I had a brother, right? So I feel like if I just asked, he'd just give it to me. But I don't know, maybe if it were twins and like, you know, maybe you're competitive. I don't really know. Let me know. It's funny because that thought just like never crossed my mind, but I get so many comments when I make platform bedrooms where they're like, no, you can't do this because one sibling is gonna get the short end of the stick. But yeah, I thought that was really funny and I'd love to hear your thoughts. But here you can see the build is pretty much done, just putting on a couple finishing touches. But overall, it's a beautiful kind of medium, large looking cottage, perfect for a family of 4 with a nice pool, some chicken coops, and some crops out back. You can come here and live here full time or use this as a vacation home. I love the open concept interior and the colors. And yeah, it just feels very nice. I would totally live here. It has the perfect balance of like modern, slightly renovated, and kind of older, more like traditional cottage. So I think it's a good fusion. But I would love to hear what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think of it and what you guys want me to build next. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everybody.